After experiencing narcissistic abuse, one of the most powerful steps you can take to reclaim your life and begin the healing process is by implementing the no contact rule. This means cutting off all forms of communication with the narcissist. No texts, no calls, no social media, and no in-person interactions. In today's video, I'm going to be exploring why the no contact rule is essential after narcissistic abuse, how to implement it effectively, and how it can empower you to heal and move forward. This can also help you if you are going through a breakup with someone who's not a narcissist, but you are struggling to kind of like let go and move forward. Sometimes we have to be a little bit strict with ourselves. But for the purposes of this video, this is to do with a narcissist, and especially why you need to do this if your ex is actually a narcissist. What is the no contact rule? It seems quite obvious, but it's a lot harder to put into practice, and there are some things you can do which are necessary for this no contact and what no contact actually means. So the no contact rule involves completely severing all communication with the narcissist, and this can really hurt sometimes. But this means blocking their number, unfollowing them, or blocking them on social media, avoiding places where you might run into them, and not responding to any attempts they make to contact you. The purpose of the no contact rule is to protect yourself from further manipulation and abuse, and to create the space you need in order to heal and rebuild your life. Narcissists are extremely skilled at using communication to reassert control, so cutting off contact is a crucial step in breaking free from their influence. One of the main reasons why the no contact rule is essential after narcissistic abuse is that it prevents the narcissist from continuing to manipulate and gaslight you. Narcissists are experts at twisting the truth, making you doubt your own perceptions and manipulating your emotions to keep you under their control. So, by cutting off all communication, you protect yourself from their toxic influence and create a safe space where you can begin to see the situation more clearly without the constant barrage of manipulation and gaslighting. You can start to rebuild your sense of reality and trust in your own judgment. Please check out the playlists on my channel. I've done a ton of videos on gaslighting and manipulation tactics and all this stuff to help you recognize what's going on and what it can actually do to you. Reason number 2 for doing no contact is because it allows you to heal emotionally. Narcissistic abuse can leave very, very deep emotional wounds, and healing from these wounds takes time and space. So the no contact rule allows you to focus on your healing without the constant disruption of the narcissist's influence at the background, or maybe in the foreground. When you're in contact with the narcissist, it's really easy to get drawn back into the cycle of abuse. They may vacuum you, and then you go back to idealization and devaluation, So, whether through arguments, emotional manipulation, or false promises of change, by going no contact, you create the distance that you need in order to process your emotions, grieve the loss of the relationship, and begin to rebuild your self-esteem and sense of self-worth. Reason number 3 for doing no contact is because it empowers you to reclaim your life. So implementing this no contact rule is an empowering act in itself, and it allows you to reclaim control over your life. It puts you back at the center of it. The narcissist was at the center of it before. Now it makes you the master point again. So narcissists thrive on control and domination. And by cutting off contact, you assert your independence and take back your power. No contact sends a very clear message that you are no longer willing to tolerate abuse, manipulation, or disrespect. It's a very powerful statement of self-respect and self-care, and it sets the foundation for a healthier, happier future. Reason number 4 for doing this is because it breaks the cycle of trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is a psychological phenomenon where the victim of abuse develops a strong emotional attachment to their abuser. This bond is often reinforced by intermittent reinforcement, where the abuser alternates between kindness and cruelty, creating a cycle of hope and despair. The no contact rule is essential for breaking this cycle of trauma bonding. By cutting off all communication, you are actually disrupting the pattern of intermittent reinforcement, and you give yourself the space to detach emotionally from the narcissist, which allows you to start seeing the relationship for what it really was, which can also be painful, which in all reality it was abusive and toxic, and then you can begin the process of healing. Reason number 5 for doing it is it creates space for self-discovery and growth. So going no contact not only protects you from further abuse, but it also creates the space for self-discovery and growth. Without the constant distraction of the narcissist, you can focus on rebuilding on your life, exploring your interests and rediscovering who you are outside of this toxic relationship. So this is a time to reconnect with your passions, set new goals, and invest in your personal development, whether it's pursuing a new hobby, advancing in your career, or working on your mental and emotional health. The space created by no contact allows you to focus on yourself and your future. How do we implement the no contact rule? Well, it's going to be pretty challenging, especially if you've been in a long-term or deeply enmeshed relationship with a narcissist, because they're going to have devalued you. Your self-esteem is going to be low. You're almost going to have a bit of Stockholm syndrome with them. So you're going to be feeling quite depowered, which again is why this is essential to do, because it puts you back in a position of power, or at least begins to build on that. So here are some steps to help you establish and maintain no contact. Step numero uno, block all communication channels. Start by blocking the narcissist's phone number, their email, and their social media accounts. This prevents them from reaching out to you and removes the temptation for you to check in on them or respond to their messages. You will not be watching what time they're on WhatsApp. You will not be watching what they're doing on social media and counting how many times that the telephone does not ring. Step number 2, avoid shared spaces if possible. Avoid places where you might run into the narcissist. This may well involve changing your routine, avoiding certain social events, and even relocating if necessary, because it's abuse. And if it's really, really abusive, you may well need to consider a complete relocation. The goal is to minimize any chance of contact. Step number 3, prepare for hoovers. Narcissists often attempt to hoover you back into the relationship by reaching out with apologies and promises of change or emotional appeals and all the rest of it, or getting you to feel sorry for them. Oh, something's happened with my family. Oh, you're the only person I can talk to. All of that stuff. Be prepared for this and stay firm in your decision to go no contact. Remind yourself of the reasons why you chose no contact and the benefits that it's bringing to your healing. Step number 4, seek support. Going no contact is going to be emotionally challenging. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be difficult. So it's to start with. So it's important to seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Surround yourself with people who understand your situation and can provide the encouragement and accountability as you maintain no contact. Step number 5, focus on your healing. Use time and space created by no contact to focus on your healing. Don't make them the center of your focus with the no contact. Oh my God, what are they doing? Oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. You're going to do some of that naturally. That's part of the process. But you really need to begin to focus on yourself and focus on your healing. So this may well involve therapy, self-care practices, journaling, pursuing new interests. Highly recommend that one. And pursuing your goals. Do some future preparation, setting your future. What do you want for yourself? Do that time travel thing. Fast forward a year. What do you want to see if you were observing your own life? Because the more you invest in your healing, the stronger and more resilient you will become. The no contact rule is one of the most powerful tools you have for healing after narcissistic abuse. So by cutting off all communication, you will protect yourself from further manipulation, further devaluing, further loss of self-esteem, and you will create the space that is needed to heal emotionally and empower yourself to reclaim your life. It is a really, really difficult thing to do, but it's an essential step in the journey to recovery and a healthier, happier future. You may well need to remind yourself several times of why you're doing it, and do that reality check, that objective reality check of what the relationship actually was. Now you're outside of it, not the kind of like, sweet memories and the bittersweet this and all the rest of it. Actually what it was, both good and bad, but actually what it was. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. Share your own experiences or ask questions in the comments below. Please feel free to do this. I am here to help. I do try to get around to all the comments at some point. And remember that you deserve to live a life free from abuse, control, and manipulation. You do deserve to build the life that you want to design for yourself and enjoy that and embrace it. Until I see you next time, please take very good care of yourselves as always. Adios.